Hi, I'm Mike Wells here in Los Angeles, California. I've got a track up from country artist Michael Keeney. This track was mixed by Daniel Ford, good friend of mine here in LA. I want to play you this track and show you how I'm using a combination of features to really dial this bad boy in. So let me just play the track for you so you can get a feel for it to start with.
I don't want to die with regrets. Man, life's a big guitar and I want to play every fret. And I love to catch that midnight train, and I love to dance in the Georgia rain. And I love.
So I've got this compressor set up a little heavier than I would do in mastering. I've got it set up at 3-to-1. I've got it linked, and now I just want to show you how this baby's going to react. So let's pop the compressor in, and I'll just take a little bit of the track. We won't go through the whole thing.
I don't want to die with regrets. Man, life's a big guitar and I want to play every fret. And I love to catch that midnight train, and I love to dance in the Georgia rain. And
Okay, so you're hearing compression. You're hearing it, you're hearing the compressor work, but you're also hearing a lot of movement, attack and release wise and things like that. And now let's get into why I love this box. So if we apply, let's say, the high pass filter and also the sibilance boost, and in this case I prefer manual attack and release. And I've dialed in the settings already just to save time and have you check this out. What you're going to notice is a very smooth response, because using those two interactive controls, we can really control the dynamic range without having any pumping and breathing.
I don't want to die with regrets. Man, life's a big guitar and I want to play every fret. And I love to catch that midnight train, and I love to dance in the Georgia rain, and I love to live.
Cool, so what you're hearing there is, like I said, 3-to-1, and we're hitting about anywhere from 2 to 4 dB of gain reduction when he's really cresting on the vocal. So comparing that to the version we just heard with those selections off, you've got a lot of control going on this box. So now if we kind of take it into more of a realistic mastering scenario, I'm going to bring this back to 1.7-to-1. And what I've noticed from playing around with this guy is now I actually prefer it in soft knee mode, because we're doing less of a ratio and now I'm getting a smoother response. So you'll notice when the compression kicks in with the, the background information coming forward. But also what you're going to notice is now that I've got this guy set up for more of what I would consider a mastering setup, it's very smooth. We're getting the presence that we want from bringing the track forward, but we're also not getting artifacts in sort of a compression, pumping, and breathing situation.
I don't want to die with regrets. Man, life's a big guitar and I want to play every fret. And I love to catch that midnight train, and I love to dance in the Georgia rain, and I love to live like I was dying. And like Johnny Cash, I'll walk that line. Been a simple man, Dixie on my mind, and I wish that she.
So you notice when the compressor goes out, it's a little thinner. Things are a little farther back. When I get that boy in, now we've got the mix coming forward. We're hearing the compression we want, but we're not hearing artifacts that we would hear in a compressor without these types of features.